Breaking generational cycles isn't just healing, it's a revolution. Hey, I'm Tiffany, your guide to inner knowing and expansion through plant medicine. Welcome. So happy to have you. It can be uncomfortable as fuck to break generational cycles or traumas, and it can fluctuate from really extreme trauma, cycle breaking, to maybe just choosing to do something different in parenting. But it can feel uncomfortable because it's like you're carrying an emotional weight that nobody else seems to feel. I like to challenge that though, and as a therapist, have generational empathy, not just generational traumas, which I think every generation before your generation has broken cycles and generational traumas in some way, shape, or form, just doing the best they could with what they had. And sometimes it's hard for us to recognize that the people before us have also gone through the same thing in a different way. Anyways, how to know that you're breaking generational cycles, patterns, trauma. You question the way that you were raised and the things that you were told. Does this feel good for you? I know one of the things that I started to realize was when I became a parent, what did I want to do as a parent that was different than what my mother did for me to parent me? And that was a huge way of breaking a generational pattern. So you're questioning the way that you were raised. You set boundaries maybe when there's never been boundaries. All you saw was self-sacrifice. You have a voice when you saw the people before you never have a voice. You start to just do things differently and move differently. And it's really heavy because it's emotional. It's like you're holding the weight of your own emotions while trying to feel like you're healing the generations before you. And if you're a parent, you're also raising your kids to do something different, right? And so it almost feels like you're caught in between, and it's incredibly heavy to be. One of the ways that plant medicine can help with this is that sometimes we feel like there's something there. It feels heavy. It feels disconnected from our minds and our bodies, like we're struggling to figure out what that thing is, but recognizing that we're questioning the things around us. One of the things that plant medicine can do is shift your perspective, right? It can say that you can start to recognize these generational patterns and that you can be the one to do something different. Number one, setting boundaries when you come from a family that didn't let you have boundaries or you didn't see boundaries being implemented is really hard work. In the same way as having a voice, in the same way as choosing to be an emotionally regulated person in your relationships and as a parent. All of that is really hard because it's not something maybe that you were taught or that you have seen. And so plant medicine gives you a shift in perspective. For me, it was about a connection bigger than me. It was something outside of me. It was almost like I understood that I was held within the universe's arms, but really what that just meant is collectively, if we choose to do so, we get to do something different. We are not alone. There are people that are going through the same thing. There are movements, there's community, there's voices, and you get the opportunity to choose to do that. I have a client in 4 minutes. I better get my ass going. So plant medicine can help with that. Read the caption below. There's some reflective questions down there that could be helpful for you just to understand patterns and maybe things to examine for yourself about what you truly believe in terms of breaking generational patterns. Have a good one.